of the National Football League, where London will play host to a different kind of football. It's the Jaguars and the Bears, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they were now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field. It can take off and run when under duress.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 22 carries, 83 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him up a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Now Lawrence on first down, and incomplete. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis, but it's going to be 2nd down. You look at this Bears defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So in prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And when those add up into big mistakes add up into points against you.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back to the ground with ETN. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards, and that means they come up short, as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. On the return is Jones. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Bears take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 62 yards.
I have to say, partner, their coaches didn't do a very good job of hiding their thoughts this week when they spoke with us, did they? They told us exactly this. We've been good on the ground, but sitting 8th in the league, we know we can kick it up the notch and push for the top 5. So there's no doubt in my mind, we'll see them try to establish that ground game early and try and pick up an early lead.
3rd and 5. Initiating from the gun. Williams will get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. Back to throw. Williams. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Fourier and Lewicott.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
All right, let's go.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's Lawrence. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On first and 10, it's Etienne. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. You look at this Bears defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
And the mantra of this unit, get to the football, fly to the ball carrier. And you know you can tell that they do it really well. At the end of each play, when you click off the frame, count the number of guys that are around the ball carrier. It's always 7, 8, 9 guys. They get to him each and every play.
Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense. We're all right. Just call the call. We're going to play. Come on now.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's first and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field and like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Etienne up the middle. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Here's Lawrence to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
On third down, Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars! Christian Kirk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jags are on the board first here this afternoon.
Man, he He just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Velus Jones now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. That's taken on the 25. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. 3-2 their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
That's caught. The ball comes out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. As they've got it as we resume action. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. Here's Jones. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Swift going to try up the middle. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. For Keenan Allen. That's complete.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
the gun now on third down. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken around the 12. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And that will come the offense as they take over. Jacksonville offense gets the ball back. Travis Etienne and company head back out there. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Etienne. Oh, look at the juke. And they work this well upfield across the 35. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit, because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Motion man left is Kirk. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll go again with Etienne. And the turn and run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for the Jags, first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And that was a great lead play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Lawrence is incomplete there to Thomas. 2nd catch for him today, and they'll wind up a first down. Now Lawrence. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Lawrence forced out to, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Andrew Billings with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Patterson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chicago offense set to get started. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up first and 10. Off the bootleg, Williams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here's second and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Williams from the gun on third down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. From midfield now, Lawrence. It's caught by Davis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Lawrence will throw. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Jared Johnson. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striking down the 47-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. Williams now throwing to start the drive. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he's got this down to the 35. First and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Williams throw complete here to connect. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Okay,
now
ready?
It's second and 2.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to throw. Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Escaping the pressure right. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. Now Williams to throw on second down. It throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So on fourth down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports
We were certainly
halftime
treated
report.
to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down, Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. From the 29, here's second down and 7.
Come on.
Back to throw again. Allen's got it complete. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. That catch by the way, number 940 in his career, so he's 60 away from the grand, but 940, that ties him with Art Monk.
And I think it's fitting that he tied Art Monk because of the way that he goes about his business, the way that he plays the game. Not a lot of flash, not a lot of dash, but plenty of production. He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hook. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Josh Allen coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. Looking to throw. Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
Here's Swift. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. So, partner, was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Santos with the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Devin Duvernay. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point try now for Patterson. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Williams thrown into the hands of Moore. His first catch so far. They have him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Here's a handoff to Swift. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Williams. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off the play fake, Williams. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Swift. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down, Williams. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. Last week they got the victory against the Colts, so they lead this one as well as they begin things here 1st and 10. Now ETN to start the drive. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, ETN once more. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Misses the target, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. The Bears offense ready to get going again. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down. Off-play action. Williams. And again back to Connect. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down. Allen now with a chance to run. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2 and it brings up 4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jones on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Throwing right, and that's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Williams. Throw left side, complete. That's more. And they get him down the line before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long with that throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Incomplete as well. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Here's 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. 48-yard punt, give him 9, though, on the return. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
There he goes, right side. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. 130 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Screenplay, here's Etienne. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd down, here's a run with Bigsby. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Working the middle of the field, he's got a man complete. And he will have the Jaguars 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. A handoff for Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, 25 yards. And the Jaguars have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers. All of them kind of moving as one. And look at the end result. Big plays.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right on down when he correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. try and run here with Swift. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Williams. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 41, here's 2nd and 2. This is Swift on the counter. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He'll look to throw. He'll drop this one off to Swift. He will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
He's back to throw. He's got his big wide receiver complete.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And he's brought down. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket, completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about it. And how about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup.
Now 1st and goal.
Ready.
Back to throw. It's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and an extra point away from tying this game. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want to put that? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Meanwhile, Lawrence is thrown into the hands of Kirk. And he'll be out right at the 35. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Lawrence. This one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock. And they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call. And it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Lawrence looking long for Thomas. set of downs started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. On the return is Jones. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. They'll come up first and 10 here. Throwing to start the drive. Williams. Throw out wide, will be incomplete.
Program the partner, take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion, allow them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This fielded right at the goal line. They're able to get this out to the 25. Now out come the Jags. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, with a pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Pick up of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Lawrence will throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jags first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Lawrence on 3rd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short because that's a play he's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Lawrence. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Lawrence to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. 1st and 10. It's ETN. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Another tote for ETN. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it. Because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. Under the defensive guys, poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all time. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. DeMarcus Walker with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Patterson's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
Williams throwing on 1st down. Gets this to Moore. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust, and you know are going to make the plays. Like I said, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Jerrys.
He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that shot.
Timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he'll be taken down near the 20 of the 21.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially get out of here with a tie. And oh my goodness, he missed it. A relative chip shot here in overtime to try to tie things up. But he misses it, and as a result, this one's over. Well, we were prepping for overtime up here in the booth, partner. Thought for sure we were destined for OT. And then the chip shot field goal, no good. A tough one.
Oh, without question, because when you're saying prepping, I was locked in. I think you were too. We're going to overtime. I was already gathering my thoughts about, okay, how do we start? What happens with the coin toss? Who's going to play defense first? And I have to admit, I'm in a little bit of shock that he missed that field goal.
I'm absolutely still in shock. Just a tough way to end it. So for Jacksonville, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.